This is our first step, and this is where Newton's first law can be found. The ball will remain at rest until one of us applies force to it. The potential energy of the ball here is at its highest point, and as the ball rolls down the ramp, the potential energy is converted to kinetic energy, and as soon as it hits the flattest surface, the kinetic energy is at its max until it reaches the ball. The second step begins when the small ball transfers its kinetic energy into the larger one, causing it from rest to fall down onto the lever. The lever is one of our simple machines which reduces the amount of force needed to knock down our wooden block. The third step is the lever knocking over the wooden block down, causing the fourth step, the pulley. The third step begins when the lever knocks over the wooden block, causing the fourth step, the pulley, to raise the back end of the car. The pulley is another simple machine which we use to change the direction of the applied force to the block, to the car.
The back of the car is raised, so the marbles has potential energy, and then when the car is at the highest point, it's turned on an inclined plane, causing the marbles rolling down into the track. The marble is gonna hit the other marble, causing the transference of energy. Here we can also see the Newton's third law, which said that the magnitude of the force exerted on object 1 by object 2, in that case object 1 is the first marble and the object 2 is the second marble, is equal to the magnitude of the force simultaneously exerted on the object 2 by the object 1. And the two forces are opposite in direction, and that's the reason because the first marble stops after it hits the other marble, causing rolling it into the track. The marble rolls down into the convertible, and once the marble trips the sensor, the convertible will turn on and carry the marble to the top. And as the marble heads higher and higher, the marble's potential energy increases, and as the potential energy, when it's reached the top, the potential energy is the max, and once it's dropped, the marble's kinetic energy increases as the potential energy decreases.
The marble rolls down the tube, the kinetic energy increases, and as it exits, the kinetic energy is at its maximum point. The marble then will transfer its kinetic energy to the second marble, which is an example of Newton's second law. The acceleration of the second marble is directly proportional to the net force, which is the first marble's force hitting it, and is inversely proportional to the second marble's mass.
The marble hits the tire, causing it to roll. And then as the tire rolls, it's knocking over these dominoes. And then the last domino hits this tire, falling into the claw. And as the gravitational force of this tire falling causes the claw to go down and turning on the iPod, thus causing the music to play, completing the task.
In the club, party rock, looking for your girl, she on the jock, Now stop when we in the spot, booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know, tight jeans tattoo, cause I'm rock, half black, half white diamond now, gang of money, opened up. Through these halls like Drano, I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no